Sprite Castle. Sprite Castle. Sprite Castle.
Mr. Rob O'Hara.
Sprite Castle.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Oh, God, I am an old fart. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Yeah, so, fun times in the Flack household. For those that haven't seen on Patreon or whatever, first of all, my mother-in-law's husband passed away. Gosh, what is today? Today's Wednesday, so that would have been Monday. And by the way, we'll be getting into this, but I've been living more or less in this room. Well, I get the living room too. But hey, Jeffy, how you doing, buddy? Howard was his name. Howard passed away. He had a COPD. But now they think that he might have had COVID. And he was staying at my sister-in-law's house, and her boyfriend has COVID. And so my wife spent 48 hours over there. So we don't know if she has COVID or not, but we are pretending as though she does. So she is, she's in the bedroom right now, and I'm not in the bedroom right now. And we have drawn battle lines. Well, they're not really battle lines. But if you can see behind me, I hate to even show this, but literally this whole room is just full of drink containers and plates. So we've been ordering a DoorDash and have them bring the food, and then we split the food. It's good times. Oh, hey, I think I know. Wait a minute here. Von Schmacktard. I did not realize that was the infamous Buster Friendly. Yeah. So that's that's kind of what we're doing here. So we are the same way. We are everybody. There's no symptoms, and fortunately, hey Paul, how you doing? Fortunately, not only does she not have any symptoms, but her sister doesn't have any symptoms. So we're kind of hoping that everything is kind of skipped over. But the only two tests, we could get a test on Tuesday, which seemed to be too soon, depending on if she was exposed on Monday. But she's got a test scheduled on Thursday. So, but everybody's worried about me being dehydrated because I'm just sitting here in the room or occasionally going to the living room. So I have been delivered today a giant drink from Sonic. That one's mostly empty. A glass of water, which is about a third left. A glass of milk, which is next to the water. And finally, the real hydrator, which is keeping the juices going. So, yes, lots of fun going on here in the old household tonight. I saw a meme on Facebook, and it said, you live in Oklahoma when, and then it was just an entire cupboard full of these stupid tumblers. And like when the truth hurts, like I saw it and I was like, eh. And then I went and looked, and I know, because I do the dishes here, that you can fit exactly 7 stacked tumblers in the kitchen cabinet, and there are 5 stacks of these tumblers, which seem to be evenly divided between Hideaway Pizza, and Billy Sims Barbecue, and there were some Eskimo Joes, I think, at one point in time, which is weird because I don't remember ever going to Eskimo Joe's. But yes, this has the hideaway pizza dude on the front, and then on the back, this is funny. He's fishing with a piece of pizza here. But what's funny is it reminds me of the old, what was that called? Castaway? Wasn't that the old DOS screensaver? There you had the guy on the island, and you would go fishing, and boy, wasn't that exciting times when you would just open up your you'd sit at your computer and wait for it to go to sleep in hopes that a little man stranded on an island would come out and do random things. It was good times, wasn't it? Johnny Castaway. Let's see if I move this down. I don't like redesigning stuff on the fly here, but I'm moving things. Moving the old Sprite Castle logo here. You know what needs to happen is this. Chat window needs to come down like that. You know what? It really was no Little Computer People. What is? Some night we will stream Little Computer People. I think I already did that, actually. I try to make a joke, and then I go, oh, yeah, I already did. I'm going to try to make the most stupid joke, like, wouldn't that be boring? And then I go, oh, yeah, I forgot I did that. So we are not streaming Little Computer People tonight. We are streaming games from the greatest trilogy of all time. And, yeah, there's a few old farts in here, I believe. This is I should rename this to the old, I should just make the whole stream window be like the retirement home, just little couches and walkers and stuff. And by the way, this is terrible. I'm going like from milk to beer to water and just kind of rotating rotating through the things here. 41's old enough. Might as well. Just accept it. Let's go see what we have here. Let's go under. Flip over to what we have here. Why is that window not showing up? I'm assuming it will eventually. Joystick settings. Joystick controller. Hachimachi. Okay. Don't you beep at me. What do we got going on here? There we go. Nice of you to show up, window. Let's make this not because it makes it fit any better, but it's so I can see my animated torches. I spent a lot of time getting those stupid torches on there. Hey, Mr. Gamer. Have I used the C64 Mini? I have used the C64 Mini, and it's all right. Right here. Oh, no, I put it up. It's on the shelf. If I duck, you can see it. The C64 Maxi is on the shelf now. The C64 Mini is on the drawer. It's all right. I mean, if it's it's on par. I mean, it's running Vice. So if you're okay with Vice, it's perfectly fine. I would never try to make a funny joke and say I would never run Vice, but I'm running Vice right now. This is the theme of the show. I just talk about things that are bad, and then that's what I do. That's my show. Hey, thanks for the follow, good sir. Ruffahern with the first follow of the day. And look at this. When I'm working on usually when I'm working on a website or something, I'll go in and I take those rasters, I'll cut and paste, I'll go Google like these raster bars and things like that, and I'll use them, like I steal them and I use them in different designs on the, like for border dividers or things like that. This is not a particularly wonderful intro, but tonight we are playing games for the greatest trilogy of all time, and I said trilogy, not trilogy of trilogies. I don't want to. There's not going to be any. There's no prequel crap in here tonight. There's no. What do you call that? Postquel. What's episode 7, 8, and 9? I don't know what you call those. I call them crapola. Although I'll give you this. We got a little Mandalorian fan action going on up in the house tonight. The greatest trilogy we could have done without. I didn't need to see Anakin as a whiny baby. Oh, look at this. This is the hardest level over. Oh, and we've got the reverse controls. I forgot. Down is up, up is down. Oh, Jesus. Did I just pick the hardest one? Not what I meant to pick. I picked that hardest might also be the slowest. Look at that. That's... Oh, no. I wonder if there's a way to flip X and Y, because I'm doing it very badly. Got a lot of TIE fighters up in here. Oh, boy. Shoot, shoot. Solo was all right. Solo was I kid. I love everything Star Wars. We're going to be talking all about Star Wars tonight. We're going to be talking about laser blasts here. We're going to be talking about how I can't get to the Death Star trench here in a minute. Oh, there's a Vader ship there. This is the there's 2 releases of this game for the Commodore 64. This is the later Domark release. I believe this is 1987. Hey there, Mr. Amigos. I don't know if that's Boat or Aaron. It's so confusing that you guys use the same account. I never know who it is. It's probably just... Oh no. I'm down to shields. Look at my shields. Are going crazy. Alright, let's get that. It's always Aaron. I know, I thought it was always Aaron, and then the other day, I saw that there was some streaming. I went over, and it was Boat, and he was working on building a joystick. Use the Force. I'm Jesus. I'm going to need it here. I've got some bad juju going. Oh, look out. Oh, boy. Oh, I didn't go over that. This is the alternative version of Star Wars where Luke was drinking Coronas before he started streaming, and he did not save the Death Star, but he had a good time not doing it. I'm trying to shoot. I don't need just telling me to shoot fireballs when that's obviously what I'm trying to do. Remember when bookstores sold software? Yes, I do. I used to go to the mall and go to Walden Books. And where else? Barnes & Noble, I think, had software. And go look, and they always, I think it was Barnes & Noble, had they had an Amiga 500 on display. And I would go sit back there and watch their little demos. I do believe I did save the Death Star. The Death Star is safe. They have no worries. I wonder if there's a way to flip the controls on this. You know, I could probably set it up. I could set the keyboard, and I could set down to be up and up to be down. Really, what I should do is not start it on the hardest level. Let's go start it on the easier level. Maybe that might help out the situation a little bit. I'm not, unfortunately, it's like I have to think, my brain has to reverse it, so I have to move the up, down, like I have to move the, is that the x-axis? Like I have to move up and down first, and then change it to move left and right. I can't just do it all at one smooth thing. I guess I have to think like the front of the ship. All right, we're thinking like the front of the ship. Down is up is down. R2! I've lost my R2 unit. He didn't get hit. He just abandoned when he saw how bad I was. He was like, I'm out of here. People. Oh, geez, Louise. That's a toughie. Me and my brother broke the spacebar because of a crappy typing game where you hit space as fast as possible to run a foot race. Well, there's one game that my dad banned us from playing in the house. And this is when he had his Apple, the Franklin Ace 1000, and he banned us from playing Microsoft Decathlon, which would allow, I believe, up to 4 players. And, you know, those games where you had to wiggle the joystick left and right to run. But with 4 players, it was 4 people on the keyboard mashing keys. And he came in one day and we were playing that, and that was the end of that. He literally took and hid the disc. It's one of the few games that he absolutely did not want us playing. And of course, you know, when you're the guy that paid $1,000 for the joystick, or for the keyboard, you could tell me, I shot that fireball. Speaking of fireball shots, Luke might be over the illegal X-Wing flying limit here. Okay. I'm just shooting at random things, but come on, where's the port? Shouldn't be any bigger than a wombat. Not to be confused with a womp rat. Hello, I'm throwing out jokes for one person. I hope that one person's listening. Game over. Let's see what's going on over here. Used to go to Egghead. Oh yeah, Egghead and software, etc. CompUSA was too far. Yeah, we went to I think it was Crossroads Mall had Egghead and software, etc. and Babbage's. And you would go stand outside and they had it looked like flat screen TVs, and then when you went behind there it was just a giant CRT that was in a cabinet, and they would have VHS tapes on a loop showing game footage, and then when it would get to the end it would rewind the tape and start over. Yeah, the Deathstar does not seem to be any threat of me blowing it up anytime soon. Alright. Oh, I wish I could flip those controls. You know what I'm going to do? I don't remember the controls being swapped on the other version, and in a minute I'm going to track down the other version, because you know what we've got tonight, ladies and gentlemen? We've got time. Ladies and gentlemen, as if the ladies are lining up to watch a old man play Star Wars on the Commodore 64. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Look at all these. Is that Vader? I know you get a bonus if you get Darth Vader. Oh, no. I mean, if you shoot Vader, then it should be all over, right? I mean, once Vader's gone, it's like everybody could go home. It's like when the boss goes home sick. Come on, come on, come on, come on. This game plays like crap. I'm not gonna... I mean, it's okay, but I'm just not getting the controls great here. I find the the key is to shoot constantly. It seems to be the best plan of attack. And then I didn't do it. Because, I mean, you seem to be able to hit them whether they're up close. Yeah, both frames per second. Yeah, this is... It's kind of a little stutter going on there. Yeah, those tape loops were awesome. I'd love to get, I don't know if that stuff's... Oh, Jesus. The Deathstar gunners are all like, Lord Vader, we've got an X-Wing in the trench. Oh, it's that guy again. Let's everybody take a coffee break. I don't think we're in any real threat, guys. And they were right. Let's see if I can find the Assembly 64. Let's see if I can find the earlier release and see if it's any different. Let's go to the CSDB. Some of that music, though. Ladies and gentlemen, John Williams is in the house. Oh, it's just the game. I thought it was so lifelike. Nothing but Star Wars. It's the Bill Murray. I guess if you have to explain it, it's not that funny. Star Wars. Let's see. Star Wars 83. Let's try this. Nothing but Star Wars. All right. Star Wars, Star Wars. Yeah, that was a bit of a... It's what the kids call a deep cut, I believe. Welcome to all the kids and everybody's like, there's like two groups. The group that gets the Bill Murray and the other one's going, "Where's Jar Jar? I thought Jar Jar was in these things." All right. This is RGB, but it looks like KGB. Oh no, it is KGB. Look at that. This is before Tetris music became popular. You had to get your Russian music from cracked screens. You want to have unlimited lives? I believe I do. I think that'd be a good idea for everybody. This does not look like any version I've ever seen. Sierra Online. Ah, that does sound familiar. Although it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Oh boy. You know what's not working tonight? Nothing but Star Wars. Alright, that didn't work. Oh! Okay, what is this nonsensory? This isn't Star Wars. I don't remember Space Fish. Alright, screw it. We're playing this. Maybe we've already got it out here. Alright, what are we going to do here? 2, 3, 4. F5, F6. F7 paused. J for joystick, key for keyboard. Nope, nope. Laser overheated. I'm not even playing. But you know what? It's doing so good. It's better than I've ever played on any game on this stream before. And so I should just pretend like it is me. Yes, folks, this is me. This is how I play. Star Wars, Star Wars. Star Wars 1981. That doesn't sound like it, does it? Alright, hang on here. We're getting warmer. Alright, here we go. Star Wars. Although this is a really good Star Wars game. This was the part of the movie where he got attacked by Lips. Lips Incorporated, who were singing Funky Town. And then he got attacked by a lot of Death Stars. All at once. It was a bad deal. Alright. Well, that went well. Star Wars, a Star Wars picture, alright. There's a lot of Star Wars on this one. I hope this is not the same version. Yeah, Star Wars Rocky Horror crossover. It was astounding when they attacked us. With this blast shield down, I can't see a thing. Well, just take a step to the left, then jump to the right. Put your hands on your hips, and then squeeze my knees in tight. All right, this is the same version. This is the Domark version. Well, you know what we're going to do? I wanted to show this off anyway, so we're going to jump to something else here. We got... Well, hold on. Let me double check this, but I'm sure this is the same version. Well, I think the 1981 one was, hey, we better get this out before there's such a thing called LucasArts, and they sue everybody for making anything that has the word Star Wars on it. It's more likely what it was. Well, this is already a million times better, isn't it? Look at that. This is the Domar. Oh, it is. Yeah, see, it's the same one, but it just has the intro on it. But what the intro so much better? All right, here's what we're going to show you here. Let's pull this up. Let's go attach something. Now, this is not old school. And if you are into the Commodore scene, the modern Commodore scene, then you may have seen this. But this is pretty amazing. And so I wanted to put this on. We'll zip through some of it, and some of it we'll let linger. But this is a demo. Turn this up just a little bit. This was released, I guess it'll tell me. I wasn't watching. This is running on standard old Commodore 64. And this is, if you played Commodore stuff back in the 80s, and you might think, oh, yeah, I remember little demos. And there were some amazing demos, and I know Von Schmacktard wrote several demos. So there were a lot of demos back in the day, but it's amazing. Of course, it's hard to compare apples and oranges because the development tools are so much better today. I mean, now they can look at that. They can develop stuff on the PC. You know what I mean? You can take Photoshop images and convert them into you're doing Unreal Engine now. That's cool. Well, you know what? I'm throwing this out. Sprite Castle needs a demo. So I need a demo, and I need an intro that I can run before the show. So put that in your Unreal Engine and smoke it. This demo, but like I said, now it's different. I mean, I remember, the graphics and stuff that we used to see back in the day were, pixel type graphics, or things that people had done, with a koala pad, or, other different types of drawing programs and things like that. But now you can take Photoshop style graphics and convert them to. There's a new. I just covered this on Sprite Castle. There's a new. I love this picture, by the way. if you know it, you know it. But 85 standing by. Look at that. But yeah, it was just a different style of doing stuff. Now you can, build your music on the PC, build your graphics on the PC, and probably do the code on the PC, and then just move it over and run it on the C64. So definitely it's a cute little Java. Do we need a Java fart joke? I don't think we do. This is cool. This is a little scroller there. It should spell out it's a trap. Then the Admiral Admar could just yeah, it was it. That was Eddie from Iron Maiden. You know what? Speaking of Iron Maiden, I've been addicted over the past week or two. I saw this lady a while back, and it was like opera trained singer watches react videos or whatever, and she did a react video to Pantera's Cemetery Gates. And now there's a second lady. And then they act like they've never heard of Pantera, which I get it. I mean, like, I'm not I watched the inauguration today. I was off work today, and You know, like I'm not into country music, but I can't be like, who is this Garth Brooks fellow? I mean, stupid, right? So, like, if you're doing a music thing, like you haven't heard of the band Pantera, and then they act like they're all surprised or whatever. But I am addicted to them. But then I just go through and I just watch them do the Carrie Fisher, and isn't that cool? I love that. The Rebel. Lots of little music references in this. So we get the Iron Maiden reference. Now we get the Mr. Bowie. There's a scroller for you. And get it? It's flipping. And it says flip disc. So this is a double-sided demo. So we have to pause here. We have to put the other disc in the virtual disc in the virtual drive here. Space bar. I actually, as you know, I start off a lot of my stories with my buddy Jeff, and of course my buddy Jeff is here in the chat tonight, Mr. Steel Rat. We thought at one time, I love this. This is a cool part. Watch this. There's old McClunky. God, I can't believe that. Look at me go. Swish, swoosh. A little arcade game. There's the bartender there. Sound doesn't sound exactly right. I know that it sounds... it plays... I've played this... Oh, R2's got to go back now. Hey, don't I know you from somewhere? There's Indiana Jones there having, or no, it's is that Indiana Jones or is that supposed to be his dad? There's the band, Max Rebo and the Bith 5, Bith 4. That was the Bith 5. Yeah, there's lots of little in jokes in this thing. You gotta watch it a couple times. Yeah, the sound doesn't sound exactly right, and it's uh-oh, poor Yoda. This is another little cool scroller effect thing. When you've got your, it almost looks like a medium res picture that they've got there in the middle, and then I remember watching the making of Empire Strikes Back when I was a kid, and they were showing all the different sizes on Millennium Falcons, and they had this little tiny one on a stick, and they would go through the asteroids and stuff. Hey, it's Mando. No, can't be Mando. It's Boba Fett because he's got the little viewfinder on the top there. Is anybody excited about the Boba Fett spin-off? I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. I think it's always going to be 6 episodes. And I don't know if they're going to have it be, I forgot what part of the demo this is. Hey, Tintin. Yes, I've run tons of NES games on the Mister. And for those of you that don't know, I bought a Mister FPGA a couple weeks ago. And I just recorded You Don't Know Flack, episode 196 about the Mister. And it will be released tomorrow. But this is when I get to lie about all my things, because on that episode, I say that it's tomorrow's date. And I say that yesterday I played some Star Wars games. Which is really a lie, because I was doing it in the future past. I didn't have any problem with any NES game at all. I found every Nintendo game. See, you learn the inside secrets when you come to the stream. I tell you all the secrets. NES is perfect. I think Super Nintendo is perfect. I think any 8-bit console is perfect. I think most of the 16-bit stuff is perfect. And they're updating the arcade cores and stuff all the time. So, every time I run, there's an update script that updates all the official cores, and it just dumps a ton of new arcade cores and update stuff all the time. So I'm pretty happy with it so far. One of the things that I get into the well, it's not that good for the Commodore 64 because you might have forgotten Commodore 64 is the best computer of all time. So the bar is already high, my friend. There are ways to use an original Nintendo controller. One of the things, there's a thing called a SNAC, S-N-A-C, and I forget what it stands for, but basically what it is a series of cables that look like HDMI cables. So it's HDMI on one end, and on the other end, it has female plugs, and you can buy them. The thing is, they're $25 each, but if that's what you want, you can buy the original controller and plug them in. And the advantage that you get from the SNAC adapter is that you get zero latency. It is literally going right to the board. Now, if you don't care about the latency, then just go get an adapter, like one of my adapters that I have. I have a Atari to USB, a DB9 to USB adapter, which is what my this is plugged into. I have a PlayStation adapter so I have a joystick adapter. I see asterisks coming up in the chat, and I don't know if maybe there's a filter that's blocking something that you're typing. I haven't intentionally put any filters. We're all grown-ups here, except for me. We're all man-children here. Look at all these things that you get. Is this the end of the demo? I think this might be the end of the demo here. I really wanted to find the let's see, we already did that Star Wars. We tried Star Wars 3. Alright, here's what we'll do. We're gonna use trusty old Google. Let's let this thing let's try Star Wars Parker Brothers. Is that who did the oh, bye-bye, C3PO? Does he have a red leg? No. Or a silver leg? No, he just got... Star Wars, the arcade game. Star Wars Parker Brothers. Cartridge. Oh, it was a cartridge. Yeah, but I had it. Oh, you know what? I had it. Let's, Alright, hang on now, just a second. We're doing some on the air tracking stuff down. My spreadsheet says that I had Star Wars, which I know that I did. So let's see. What disc? Nope. How can this be? How can this be so difficult? 323. Disc 323. Well, we're already off the rails here, so let's just try it. Who cares here? So what are we doing? Well, here's what we're doing. Let's take a look. Let's let everybody in behind the curtain. Disc 323, and this is my original Commodore 64 disc. Oh, and it was a bad disc. All right, well, this is going nowhere. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to jump to the other game. And then we're going to look at some pictures. We're going to have a fun time. Gosh dang it, the Force is not with us. I won't let you paste the clip of me claiming the C64 is the greatest computer. We already know it is, so it's okay. Let's see what we got here. What disc do we have in here now? Oh my gosh. Could it be? Star Wars Wings, Star Wars. There's a lot of Star Wars games. It turns out if you start looking through here. Alright. Hotline presents Return of the Jedi. Star Wars preview. That doesn't sound like that. Star Wars 64? I don't know. We'll try it. We'll look at that after this. Remember when I did the Tron show and there was 800 million Tron things? Do you want to cheat? I mean, I feel like yes. Like, normally it was no before. That picture doesn't look great. That looks like somebody has done something to that. It's a very happy little Diddy version of the Emperor's theme. Oh, it's the Ewok song. If you're under 30, this is how Return of the Jedi used to end. Was with this song. It was called Yub Nub. And we liked it that way. And Han shot first. You got 3 Star Wars songs at the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, John Williams. I already used that joke. How's it end now? Now it ends with this really sad kind of sound, this song, and they're all kind of dancing, but it's not. They took Yub Nub out, and it cuts the scenes from every different planet, and that's the idea, is that Lucas wanted to change the end of the Return of the Jedi and show all the different worlds like Coruscant and all the planets and stuff, so that it would open it up and make it feel like it was part, like he hadn't just tacked on a prequel, which is, by the way, what he did. So I don't know why he I don't know why he likes messing with stuff. All right, what's going on here? Select your level. Okay, that's not recognizing that. It's not recognizing that. What is... All right, hold on here. Let's go look at joystick settings. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. USB controller 1. USB controller 2. Okay. But it's not recognizing the joystick. Oh, did the joystick come unplugged at some point? Did I get excited and unplug a joystick? Let's see. When I was yanking things... No. You know what's funny is that I think I did, but what's funny is I do just as well when I'm not controlling anything. Oh boy, come on, Luke, come on, smash! Oh, this game is terribly difficult, and it's worse in the arcade. The key in this version is to go fast and then go down and just kind of like hit them with your butt like that. And then watch out for trees. That's the key. Much like real life, in this game I am yellow. Oh, thanks, Ewoks. Thanks. I know it's tough to tell the yellow guy from the blue bad guys, but if you could try to not kill me. There we go. Oh no. I fell for the old... hit the log in the middle of the road trick, eh? Stupid Ewoks. I am legitimately confused by people who, I mean, I thought we had all agreed that Ewoks were terrible. And then they brought in porgs, and people were like, oh, I love the porgs. And, yeah, I mean, the Ewoks seem to be more aligned with saving Endor here than helping out their rebel. But I went around. And by the way, that Ewok is made of stone. Like, I just hit him with 1,000 pounds of metal, and it just stood there. Okay, that guy's going to shoot me. Oh, I got him. The trick, by the way, is to avoid trees. Now you see why I picked the unlimited lives. You got to speed up to go through the traps. So, like, to go through the rope thing, you can just speed up. But, I mean, apparently the cheat that I picked, which, by the way, was the best cheat, is not good enough to get me through the forest. Come on now, O'Hara. These people want to get their money's worth. I'm trying to go around this little trap there, but I hit him every time. Yeah, well, the thing about the, like I said about the, there we go. About the arcade one is, it just goes so much faster that this one's, I'll stuff every one of you and sell you to science. And I'm trying to figure out, yeah, I am starting over at the same place every time, so it's not like I'm, I would say both. You need to avoid the Ewoks more than the troopers. Yeah. By the way, so far, no trooper has killed me, and I've been killed by 19 Ewoks and about 25 trees. Now, oh, look at that. Did you see that move? Now, fly outside that one. Okay. Now, get away from the trees that are... And I can shoot, but... I mean, literally, like, bad guys being in front of me has not been the problem so far. Oh, yep, the baby. Oh, boy. Can I just stay low down over here? I mean, oh, I made it. Look how great I am. Da-da-da, Star Wars. I am the best. I got a bonus. I got a bonus for that performance, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Is that a guy trying to kill me? Yeah, that is a TIE fighter. I thought maybe that was like my buddy. Like we're on a cop mission. Well, I don't seem to be able to shake him. Guess he's just along for the ride. Take that. Promise me you won't damage her. Not a scratch. Oh! I guess I was supposed to shoot that. Did I shoot it or did I just fly? I did. Now, God, I mean, if you think this is what using the Force looks like, you might want to go rewatch these movies. Oh, boy. With the blast shield down, I can't see the trees. How am I supposed to fly? Oh, boy. Look how good I'm doing. Somebody getting this? Oh. I mean, it's funny that, you know, when the Ewoks were here helping, they were just helping kill me a lot. But without their help, I seem to be doing a lot better. And I mean, I really want to fly through that tree, but we all know how that's going to go, right? All right, I'm going to line up right where that tree is. Star Wars. Oh, line up for the other tree, too. Oh, that guy finally shot me. Made on Etsy with pipe cleaners? What are you talking about? You must have confused this with the not greatest computer of all time. This is what Jack Tramiel, I mean, in the early days, he was like, I want a computer that will play Return of the Jedi, and it will be amazing. Well, what if we put 6 sprites? Not enough. We're going to need more trees. Need more than that. With 6, people could just fly through the level. Look at this. Look at me using the Force. God dang it. Oh my gosh. Oh, oh. Oh! God, look how close I got. There's just a... And then I did it again. You know, the problem is that... well, I mean, there's a lot, but... Look at that. Here's the problem. Hang on. Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. Oh, boy. Oh. I am your father. I can't see or hear anything. This is a terrible idea. Where's the joystick? All right, here we go. Oh boy. Oh, there's a. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can't really see. Oh no. Oh no, no. What was that? There was something. I sound like Darth Vader more. Oh my god. Hold on. This is bad. Oh, my fat head's stuck. That was a bad idea. Is this sweeps week? What am I doing here? This is all for the ratings. Ow. That Boba Fett helmet shrunk. Oh. My head got fat during COVID. Something happened. Now, I just want to point out that I can shoot some logs. I can shoot logs that are moving, but I can't shoot logs that are stationary because, as everybody knows, oh, geez. Oh, so this is this part of the game. You know what this game needs is, oh, it does have auto fire. Never mind. This is supposed to simulate the end of Return of the Jedi, where it's now flipping back and forth between the scenes, right? So, what happened to me there? My legs fell off. My ding-dong legs fell off. That's not part of the... Come on. Okay. What is that thing? Oh, that's like the bag of rocks. But you never made it this far because I'm cheating. I put on the cheat thing. And there we go. Because I know I would have never made it this far. I don't know if you saw my performance. Oh, the Millennium Falcon. Jesus, Han's dead. Again. That's terrible. I mean, the graphics on this are kind of cool. And you got your little scrolling backgrounds. Oh, I lost all my wingmen. Sorry, bros. Whoop. Oh, no, there's another chicken walker, as kids called it, or ATST, all-terrain something. God, I can't remember ATST. All-terrain attack armored transport. I think it was scout transport for the ATST. One of the few toys, not few toys, but one of the toys. All right, because that was Han blowing it up. All right, Han. Wait, you can't have Han in two places. Oh, I guess I'm Lando here. I'm Lando in the. Uh-oh. Okay. Not sure what I'm supposed to do there. And the thing, I can't go back any further. I can't, like, I want to go back in the corner. I can go forward. Maybe I just go forward. That's the trick. I just fly past everybody. That was the trick. All right, now we got this. This is ridiculous. It's like mini games, except for you don't get to finish them. It's just, each one just lasts for a second. Also, I mean, what kind of TIE fighter keeps doing that? This is like a guy tailgating you in a construction zone, and then you slam on your brakes. Oh, should have went right on that one. I mean, how this one's going to end is me rage quitting in about 30 seconds. Is how this one's going to end. Didn't I already blow a Death Star up? I feel like I already blew one up. And there's some of these that are just like, I mean, it's just memorization. Like you wouldn't know. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I guess kids had something called reflexes. I don't have them anymore. I just have to play it 900 times. And nope. And nope. And nope. Nope. Oh, so close. God. And then that TIE Fighter, I'm trying hard not to cuss here, but that TIE Fighter is like just an annoying mosquito. Speaking of mosquitoes, Aaron, Mr. Amigos Retro Gaming, is doing PlayStation games. And he was going to do a PlayStation games for this Sunday's ARG Presents. And I was subtly hinting that you should play Mr. Zigged when I should have zagged. It's kind of volleying for Mr. Mosquito, which is a very strange game. I love it, though. I believe, so during the early, come on, left, right, okay, then there's this one, then we stay up here? Was that a guillotine that I'm about to go through? That looks nice. This is the dog. Hey, boss, can I go too? Can I go, boss? Can I go? Ugh. I know that TIE Fighter, man. All right. I'm only going to try this 20 more times. Ugh. 19 more times. $18 more times. I did watch the oh yeah, you already did the PlayStation one. I watched it because you did Ghost in the Shell, which I was going to tell Steel Rat about. You know what? So here's the embarrassing thing. I've never seen Ghost in the Shell. I know of it. I know what it is. I've probably watched 5 minutes of it or whatever, but I've never watched, and I know that they remade it, but I've never watched either one. I've downloaded them both and got them sitting here, and maybe while I'm spending time on the couch in quarantine hell, I'll throw one of them on and watch it. But like I definitely know that it's okay. Now where's that thing? Oh, I did. It was literally a guillotine. I guess I got to speed up to go through that. Good thing I spent 900 lives trying to get to that thing. Yeah, this is I don't know. There's a lot of things in Star Wars where you go, like all the technology that they have. You go, don't they have a heat-seeking missile they could send into the Death Star there? That'd be nice. Oh, I'm so done with this. And the thing, the joystick of Jeff is my resident manga expert, so I would defer to him on any manga or anime questions or opinions. Okay, that, and then that. I'd speed up through the wrong one. But I do remember the PlayStation Ghost in the Shell game because, and the reason I remember it, I don't remember specifically when I got it, but I do remember a lot of, you know, those, why do I keep frickin' going down instead of up? That was just for the TIE fighter that won't get off my butt. Oh my gosh. All right. So I think I'm about done with this, but you know what I do want to show is we're going to talk about. We're going to talk a little bit about. We're going to do some show and tell with the Star Wars collection coming up. Now, the Star Wars collection is currently in plastic tubs out in my garage. But at the last house, it was all out on display, and I have pictures of it on display. And it's about, I'm looking for up, down, left, right, left, fast. No, okay. Once I get guaranteed 40 times, I'm done. You know what? There's one last Star Wars game that I have never played before, and I just saw it in here. And it's funny because it is a game that I own, but I own it on tape, and I've never actually played it. So we'll see if we could get this. Attach tape image. And let's see. Is this how you do that? Yeah. All right. Mr. Mosquito is I don't know if I did the command right for loading a tape here. We'll see if this works. If this doesn't work, we'll go to yeah, this doesn't seem like it's doing what I want it to do. Start. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be okay. We're done with that. Okay, let's go over to this for a second. Let's go set up some stuff here while we're clickety-click clacking around here. I'm going to tell you my funny anime story, which is PG rated, I would say. It's not terrible. But I used to have a friend that he and I found this place. It was called Digital Video Depot. It was the first place we found that rented DVDs. So this was very early. This was early 2000s. This is right after I got a DVD player. And so we went to this place, and the cool thing about the place was not only that they had let's see, which house do we want to look at? 10631. No, let's just go to Star Wars. We'll find some fun stuff to look in here. Yeah, we'll start with this. Let me see if this looks good. And so let's go over to this monitor and make sure that I have camera on. We do. Okay, we're all good here. So anyway, so we went to this digital, it was a DVD rental place called DVD for Digital Video Depot. And we went there, and my friend and I had split up into separate directions. And I was, they had a horror section that was not only horror, but it was trauma horror. So I was looking at the horror, and he had wandered off. And anyway, there's not very many people in this store, but there is a guy working behind the counter, and there's 5 or 6 people walking around the store, and then me and my friend. And my friend is all the way on the other end of the store, and he shouts at me. And now I know that towards the back of the store that they do have adult DVDs. And so he's standing in the back, and all of a sudden he yells and he says, "Hey, Rob, they got Enema DVDs." I'm like, what? Like, what kind of pervy place is this, you know? And I immediately do this, and I act like he's not talking to me. I'm like, and he's like, Rob, they got Enema DVDs. And I'm like, well, stop shouting. It is all I'm thinking, you know? And so I start, and now everybody's looking at me because he's yelling at me. And the guy behind the counter is looking at me, and he looks kind of surprised. Like, why would you be yelling that they have Enema DVDs? And so I start walking over there, and then I get to where he's standing, and all I see are all these Japanese cartoons. And I'm like, buddy, that's pronounced anime, not enema. And he goes, oh yeah, you know, and and then the guy behind the counter starts laughing, and everybody is relieved, you know. I mean, when we checked out, the guy that was working behind the counter, he's like, yeah, I know there's some adult stuff back there, but I don't know there's any enema videos. I'm like, yeah, there's not. So there you go. It is pronounced anime, not enema. So this is a series of pictures. This is a very small part of the Star Wars room at my old house. We had a spare bedroom upstairs, and I decided it was a perfect place to put my Star Wars collection. This is a strange set of pictures to share, but why not? So as you can see, I had attached some slats 1x4s to the wall. And the reason I did that is so I could attach this pegboard to this little corner, and then I had to cut it to fit. You can see it didn't quite fit there. I had to cut a little bit off. And why did I need pegboard? Well, you could see because I started collecting Power of the Force figures in 94 and 95. So as you can see, look at that. Look at all those Power of the Force figures. But no, there's more than that. When the first series that came out was a series of red cards, and I bought all those. And then there was the series of green cards, and I bought all those. And then there were the purple, which was the Shadow of the Empire, and I bought all those. And so, as you can see, I always say that it's 5 figures deep, but I got to look here because I think in a lot of places, like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these pegs are 6 figures deep of unopened figures. I sent a picture of this to a coworker after I had it finished, and he said, "Man, that looks like the kind of store I'd hang out in." I said, "It's not a store; it's my room." I said, "This is the room." So this was one corner, just a small corner of the Star Wars room. But let's find a better. Let's find some other fun stuff that I've collected. Star Wars stuff. Actually, what is this here? No. This you will like. These, assuming this doesn't crash, these are 3D printed weapons that are recreations of the Kenner handheld one. So this is the Han Solo blaster that came with the Han Solo action figure, the vintage Star Wars one, but it has been recreated and then scaled up to be adult size. This is the Stormtrooper blaster with the same thing done. This is that's McRib wearing a very old and vintage and beat up Stormtrooper helmet and the Stormtrooper gun, and then that's where they were. I just hung them up there. They're fun to play with. What is? This is old figures. Oh, this is what I was doing. This is a comparison of the original. So that's the original size, the one on the bottom, and then this is the one that was 3D printed. Those are a fun little Star Wars thing. Let's open this up so I can find some stuff. so you can see kind of what the room looked like. Or you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Actually, I'm going to show you something cool. As opposed to just garbage that I normally show off. Custom figures, dry erase board, pegboard. Vintage stuff. Here we go. Star Wars Museum. So, I went, this is in the late 2000s, I went to go to Fort Worth because this is the Star Wars Traveling Museum that was going around in the late 2000s. This is a maquette of Sebulba, so they actually would sculpt these and then scan them in, and then that would become the 3D model that they would animate and use in the movies. This is a life-size model of the. Is that Sebulba's or is that Anakin's? I don't remember. Pod Racer, I think that's Anakin's. This is a model of the land speeder that was used in some scenes. This is the real land speeder. This is a life-size land speeder. It's a three-wheel car, and in the scenes where it was driving across the, you could see in the upper right-hand corner up here, there's a picture of it. And so they had put a mirror underneath here that would reflect the sand. So it's kind of an optical illusion. And then they did a little bit of digital. Did you get to go to that, Steve? Yeah, it was really good. I know it traveled around to quite a few museums around the country. There's some more shots of the land speeder. Those are Tusken Raider costume there. There's a Jawa costume. This is the model of the sand crawler that was used. That's the Tusken Raider mask. This is the stop motion Tauntaun with Luke on the back. Yeah, the paint. Well, of course, this was painted to look that way intentionally. There's the Wampa costume, a stormtrooper or snowtrooper, excuse me. Let's see. Oh, this is one of the ships from, I think probably episode 2. There's one of the Yoda puppets. This is the training ball that was on the training remote that was on the Millennium Falcon. Anyway, I'm not going to go through all these. I'll just go. There's me and the Emperor there. It was really hard. It was really dark, dim lighting. And so if you put on a flash, all you got was a picture of this was like a, what do you call it? Like a augmented reality card game. And so you would hold these cards, but then if you looked in the screen, you were holding different pieces there. And so that's me looking silly. There's Stormtrooper and Count Dooku's lightsaber. There's Boba Fett's rifle. That's cool. It's not Tim Conway. It was not played by Dorf. There's an X-Wing. So yeah, it was really hard to take pictures of anything. The Blockade Runner. Anyway, lots of cool models, lots of cool stuff there. Let me see if I can. Why can't I find? I know why. Let's go to the house, and then Star Wars display. And I think this has, this has pictures of most of the room. So we'll look at this, and then I think we'll call it. I don't know what these. Oh, the first ones are just pictures of shelf bracket things I was buying. So this is in the Star Wars room upstairs at the old house. Again, all the stuff's out in plastic tubs in storage right now. There's a lot to unpack in some of these pictures, but all of the figures on the left-hand set of shelves, these are all vintage ones, the 1978 through 1985. I would say 95% of them were ones that I owned as a kid. and hung on to, although I did pick up a few here and there. These are my original 12-inch figures from when I was a kid. There's Darth Vader, Boba Fett, the Chewbacca. Unfortunately, the arms fell off. The rubber band broke, but I did fix it. There's this is not a vintage Luke. I think those are newer ones. And this is a Cylon Raider who just happens to be hanging out over there. These are newer. C3PO. This is a Walrus man that his, or Pondo Baba, as we say now, and his arm is removable. These are open figures from the Power of the Force line. So this is from the mid 90s. This is not any of the ones that you saw that were still carded. This was a display I had up for a while, but I recycled these shelves. But this is just Power of the Force stuff that I never opened. Just decided to put the boxes up on display. I was a Star Wars kid growing up in the late 70s and early 80s. So when they started re-releasing stuff, I got super excited and was buying it. And it wasn't because I thought it would be worth money, but it was just something to do. It was collecting stuff that I hadn't been able to do when I was a kid. Boy, this is really old pictures of that room, because that room was not set up like that very long. That's me putting up. This is a lot of, these are all in this room now, but these are some Star Wars lunch boxes. I've got a lot more of them now. And Star Wars drinking glasses. That was all fun stuff. These shelves, this was the only thing in the Star Wars room that was not all Star Wars stuff. So if we look over here, starting on the left, these are all miscellaneous figures. Every one of them has a weird story where they came from. There's more miscellaneous. These right here are, Laser Galaxy. I forget the exact name. But these are not vintage. These are newer ones that have been made. These in the middle up here, these green ones up here, these are vintage. This thing, you could buy them, if you want the black and white ones, you could buy these off of Amazon in a bag right now, and it's about $15. To get a full set of the original 4 colors, which is green, that kind of magenta, black, and white, this set right here, I don't even want to tell you what it cost me. Definitely 3 figures. Not 4, but 3 at least. This is super expensive. And then these over here that are yellow and red and blue, these are bootlegs that they made in Mexico. They would buy, companies would buy these from the US, the originals, and then they would make molds out of them, and they would use different colors and sell them in Mexico. So that's what these are. And this big tub of them are all the extras I had to buy just to get a complete set of the originals. These are homies. If you remember, that was a fun fad in the late 90s, early 2000s. I had fun with that. These are Star Wars Pez, Star Wars cups. This is to overflow. Hey, this is a fun thing for the retro gamers in the house, which I think is probably a lot of people. These are all my old handhelds, and there's a few new ones hiding in there, but that's my old, the Mattel basketball, the Mattel baseball, Mattel football. There's a Simon. And I have all these, and almost none of them work anymore, which is a real huge bummer. It's not that there's, it's not like I left batteries in them or something, but I guess it just got old or whatever. Here's some South Park stuff. This is all stuff from the 1982 World's Fair, which was in Knoxville, Tennessee, that I went to. This is random Star Wars stuff. This is the complete collection of General Mills breakfast cereal mascots. I have a few Battlestar Galactica things, but not too much. I had that Cylon Raider. I had some Buck Rogers stuff too. Now these are cool. It's hard to see here. But these are, in the late 70s, McDonald's released these monsters, which was they were rubber, and they're made by a company named Diener. And there's 5 colors. Each one is green, orange, yellow, brown, and blue. and there's 8 different ones. And so again, this cost me a fortune. This is literally, again, this is well over $100 to get all these. And then the next year they went from the Monster series to Robots and UFOs, which is down here, and this cost me another fortune. But man, I'm super nostalgic, and so when I remember things from my childhood, I go get them, you know. So hey, down here, I need to go unpack this. This is a bobblehead of me that my wife had made, and next to a bobblehead of Einstein. And and up here, this is not complete. This is an old picture, but these are. This red one is a vintage Tron cycle. This is from '82. These are from the new movie, and then these figures here on the left are vintage Tron figures from the '80s, 1982. And then it's all 4 figures that are carded, but these are the 20th anniversary figures from 2002. So there was a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff out in storage right now. Not gonna lie. There's more stuff. Boy, this is, like I said, this is really early pictures of the room. Now here you go. For those of you that like stuff just a little bit, this is again an older picture and doesn't really reflect everything I have now. But these are Fisher-Price Adventure People. So if you're a fan of those, here's the adventure van, the action van with the kayak and the tent and the motorcycle. And it has the sidecar there. And there's the other motorcycle guy. There's the fireman, the rescue guy, and there's one of the race cars. There's the dragster, and then here is the coup de grace. This is mine from when I was a kid. This is the Alpha Probe, I think was the name of it. It was their space shuttle toy, and of course it's all the same scale as Star Wars, so you can mix and match them and stuff. And then down here, there's some other space things right there. There's a airplane. I think I got rid of this robot. I think I got rid of everything on that bottom shelf, to be honest with you. But yeah, these are pretty old pictures of the room. Now this, again, yeah, see, this is when it started filling up a little bit. This is also an old picture, and I wish I had a newer. I probably do have a newer picture somewhere, but this is when I was just starting. I decided to collect every Star Wars game ever released, which, by the way, there's over 200. And so I ended up getting some duplicates, but these are Super Star Wars, Pod Racer, and these are PC games, TIE Fighter, X-Wing, so I have more now. This is a lot of my vintage stuff from when I was a kid. So these are all the 70s, the Land Speeder, the Imperial Troop Transport, TIE Fighter, the Darth Vader TIE Fighter, X-Wing, Snow Speeder, and Twin Pod Cloud Car. So that's all my stuff from, and it's not all of it, but that's all the stuff. All of those are ones that I had as a kid. Yeah, this is when the room started filling up a little bit. This is, more Hoth stuff, more vintage stuff. Those are newer figures. Yeah, so the room really, as you can see, started to fill up pretty quickly. By the time I was done, the whole room was just covered wall to wall, top to bottom, with Star Wars stuff. Let's see, displays and collections. Let's see what else I have in here. Oh, so let's talk about Galaxy Laser Team for just a second. Doop-doop-doo. This is the original set. Again, you've got the 8 different people. Some of them, like this is a guy that, I don't know that they had names. I named this guy Square 2D2 because he looks like R2D2, but he looks like a cereal box. So there was a guy that kind of looked like Darth Vader, a guy that kind of looked like Chewbacca. And again, they came in these 4 colors. But due to popular demand, they began, those are the bootleg ones from Mexico again. Due to popular demand, they started re-releasing them, and this was in the mid-2000s. So there's the black and gray. This is supposed to look like a black and white movies This is the orange and red set. And then there's a blue and green set. And also you can see they made the big scale ones that they also used to have. They redid those. Yeah. So again, like if you wanted to get the blue and green, and I think there's another set out now too, but they're all the same figures. They're just, they found the eventual, or they found the original molds. So now they're just cranking them out. But you know, the set like this, and you're guaranteed to get the whole set. So the blue and green set, I think, is $20 on Amazon. The orange and red set is $20 on Amazon. This gray and black set is $20 on Amazon. And then this set right here of the originals, and when I say 100, I mean probably closer to 200, because I had to buy them in eBay auctions where you'd get like 10 guys, and then there'd be like an eBay auction where you get 5 guys, but some of them would be duplicates, and I probably have 2 full sets now at this point. That was fun but expensive little collection. Okay, so here's some close-ups of some of the stuff that was in those other shelves. We'll just do this real quick. Okay, so this is the shelves when they were, I don't know, they kind of look similar to before. Yeah, I don't see anything too major added there. This kind of shows some of the stuff that was above the figures. On the left over here, gosh, random figures, there's the Biff band, that was a collectible. If you can see over here on the left, it's hard to see, but these ones, these figures that are hanging here on the far left, these are all autographed by the actors. So this is autographed by Kenny Baker, Anthony Daniels, David Prowse. Let's see. I can't tell. I'm pretty sure I have a Boba Fett, and you know what? I could probably zoom in even more, but it's just making it blurry. That's a Boba Fett, and I can't tell who that is. But anyway, I know I have 5 that are autographed, and 4 of the people are now dead. So really, you don't want to give me your autograph. This is not good for your career or your health. Here's a C3PO mouse. Everybody needs one of those. Just some different collectibles. These are newer 12-inch figures, and I got a whole bunch of those in other places. Just some random paperbacks and I mean, you get to the point where you have it all. Now, these are cool, actually. These right here, these are Burger King gave out cards, trading cards in their Empire Strikes Back. Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back, so it was late 70s, early 80s. But I got all these, and they're not perforated. There's a Obi-Wan Ghost. I believe that was a mail-in figure. So that's some of the stuff that was in there. Let's see if there was anything else. Now these are cool. Everybody has the McDonald's glasses, right? Like everybody collects the McDonald's glasses. I've got a set up there. Everybody sees this. But this is something that not many people have collected or tracked down. This is the Burger King glasses that are from the same era. Most people don't even remember these figures or these characters. So this was Burger King's attempt to do the same thing that McDonald's was doing, right, with their figures. So, of course, everybody knows the Burger King, right? But this was, I should look up all their names. Oh, that's, it says right there. He says, I'm Sir Shake-a-Lot. And then this was the Fry robot. See, he's a little robot guy. Makes Fry in his head. And this was whoever their bad guy was. He's the Duke of something. And then this was just a smiling cheeseburger. Oh, it's the burger thing. So anyway, I have a full set. Obviously, here's the set. But I got a set of these just because other people, you know. I mean, like I said, I've got, just looking up here, the Star Wars glasses, the 2 sets of McDonald's glasses, all kinds of Pac-Man and different stuff like that. But hey, Frodo, how you doing? Hey, that's okay. You don't got to do that, Frodo. Good to see you. We're just going through. We played some Star Wars games tonight, and now we're just showing off some of my old Star Wars collection. But now this was we're just looking at different things that were in some of the collections. Now you can see down at the bottom here, there's the Return of the Jedi. So this is what I was really starting to unpack. There's my old vintage Star Wars lunchbox. There's the Empire Strikes Back lunchbox. Another Return of the Jedi plastic one. All these, I used all these when I was a kid to go to school. And then there's a Muppets Pigs in Space. By the way, if you haven't seen the lunchbox collection now, it takes up, there's 3 rows that are, it's over here. It's 3 rows that are 15 feet wide. Yeah, this was before I moved. There was a lot of lunchboxes there. I see Dukes of Hazzard, Gremlins, Knight Rider. There's a lot of classics. Let's see. Oh, I don't know why this is a stack of Atari manuals. This was the yeah close up of the handhelds and stuff. Like I said, a lot of them don't work anymore. And one of these days I got to tear them apart and see if I can fix them, or if not, just either replace them or get rid of them. There's no sense in hanging on to them when they don't work. There's the homies collection. I think this is all duplicate. Yeah, let's see if there's anything else interesting in here. We're Frodo, we're almost done for the night. Let's see. Computers. Well, that's a mess. Where's the other? So there's this Star Wars. Yeah, that was that. Okay, well, we saw that. I think that might be. Everything. I know I have more Star Wars pictures of the room. But, you know what? I feel like I owe it. Yeah, those things are not, they're not easy on the old batteries, you know, and, I definitely, I remember, oh, you know what? Here's one other shelf. Let's look at this here. Now, this was a shelf that was right behind the door. Now, this is where the Fisher-Price Adventure people ended up. But at the top, you can see that I started buying. So Jakks Pacific started releasing these 18-inch figures, which I thought were really cool. But I ran out of space. I had to just scrunch them up and put them there. But I've got probably 3 times this many. I just don't have any place to get them out right now. And then let's see what up's here. This is my original Snowspeeder bobblehead. But this is was kind of overflow. So this was vintage stuff. Hey, look, there's a E.T. just hanging out there. So like vintage Tauntauns and stuff like that. But mixed in with Fisher-Price Adventure people. There's my little dewback. Now, now here's a funny joke. I'm gonna let you in on an in joke. I found, so like I would set up little things in my display here, and just for me. And I mean, nobody ever came in this room, and even if they did, you know, they would look at stuff. So there was a lot of little in jokes in here that I just set up because I thought was funny. And so one is, if you see right here, here's Luke, but he's being frisked, and he's got his hands on the cloud car, and the 2 pilots are this guy's frisking him, and he's motioning for somebody else to come over. So that's what's going on here. But here's another one. I bought the Twilight Zone action figure of the thing on the wing from that episode, and so you can see here that this is the thing on the wing from the Twilight Zone episode, and so he's here on the wing, and then the astronauts are coming out going, "What's on the wing?" And it's that guy. So yeah, it's little funny jokes for me in my room. I will tell you a story about this. This is the Imperial Troop Transport. sometimes called the Space Pickle. I got this in 1982 for Christmas, and this is the original one that I got. And that was the year that I could not go to sleep. I was so excited about what Santa was going to bring that I couldn't go to sleep, and I laid in my bed crying. And finally, my mom couldn't take it anymore, and she came in and she said, all right, listen, I'll let you come in and pick out one present. See, my parents wrapped their presents from them, but Santa would leave his presents unwrapped. And so she said, you could come out and get one thing that Santa left and go back to your room. And so I came out, and this is what I took, was the Imperial or Rebel troop transport here. And I had it in storage all these years. And one of the things is these, the seats in here flip up and there's storage underneath here. And when I flipped it up, not recently, but when I was unpacking this display and stuff, it was filled with every weapon and every gun from every action figure. That's where I had stored them. And so they stayed good and contained in that little thing all those years. So there you go. There's the Rancor. This is some Hoth displays. And then this is, of course, Fisher-Price adventure people stuff. And look at this, a Mac Tonight trash can. And speaking of trash can, I think this stream has pretty much hit the bottom of the barrel. You know what we'll do is just because everybody's here, I'm going to give that hard Star Wars game one more try. God, it was hard. So we're going to give that a shot, and then we're going to call it a night. So let's go find the disk image again. Oh, man, it was hard. Hey, Frodo, I got a question for you while you're here. When you're playing on the Mister, do you play through, are you watching the OBS screen to play the games, or are you splitting your videos? I just ordered a video splitter, but the capture doesn't seem to be very lag through HDMI. So especially for older games and stuff, I feel like I could probably, I think we've all determined tonight that I'm not good at games, so I don't feel like the second of lag that would be introduced would be the end of the world for me. Let's see what our volume looks like. Not too bad. You have a splitter in front of it? Okay, yeah. So I've got one on order. I found one. There's one on Amazon for, I think, $13 or something like that. So, all right. Let's give this one more shot. I really wish I could flip these controls, but I don't think there's no excuses for how bad I did. So let's try it one last time here. This game is super bad frame rate, which should work to my advantage, but it doesn't seem to. All right, I feel like we just got to focus on the front of the ship. The front of the ship would go up, and would go down, and would go up. That's what this stream is. It's just me saying, go up, go down. Welcome to the Vertical Podcast. Actually, I think there is something called a Vertical Podcast or something. Oh boy. Look at that. When I make jokes, I don't pay attention to the TIE fighters. It's too bad that the Commodore didn't have stereo sound. And then you could hear the pew, pew, pew. Hey Frodo, you know what? I was gonna be polite and say, what were you streaming tonight? But the truth is that I was lurking on your stream earlier before I got started, and so I know that you were streaming ColecoVision prototypes. Did you find anything? I saw the Moon Patrol prototype, and I think I saw a Donkey Kong, maybe. Did you find any other good ColecoVision prototypes? Now, how come my laser bolt shows up the second I quit firing? Oh, No, that's not fair. I totally shot that. And that. Can I dodge them? Is this like the arcade game? Can I dodge them? I can dodge them. I'll just drive over here in the gutter until we get to the end. Come on. Where's the end? Yeah, I was doing a lot better when I was just dodging them. Oh! I blew up the Death Star. I did it. I blew up the Death Star. Where's everybody that was watching earlier? I did it. Everybody come back. I blew up the Death Star. Come back. Oh, look at that. Add 1 to the shield. I mean, oh, look at that. Game over. Game over. The Force. Speaking of the Force, I'm not going to force this thing on my head again. You would believe. I started to panic when I was trying to get this off my head. I don't know. Maybe my head got that much bigger during COVID? That's crazy. Oh, well. That right there, that song, I don't know if you know the title of that. That's called Flag Blew Up the Death Star, baby. It has words, too. It goes like this. Flag blew up the Death Star, blew up the Death Star, Jack Flag won. Something like that. All right, guys, this has been a fun night. Nothing went like it was supposed to, but that's the story of me and streaming. That is how my streaming goes. So anyway, I'm pulling up Twitch to see if there's anybody online that I know that we should raid. The only person I see is Anonymous, and he has 74 or 75 people in there. So I don't know that he's interested in my 9 people. But if anybody has any friends that are online streaming, I would be interested in hearing real quick. Otherwise, I guess we can go join Anonymous and see. If you're not following Anonymous, I know he does a lot of. It looks like tonight he's doing pinball, but yesterday he beat Mortal Kombat on 1 quarter with every different character. So he is the opposite of me. He is good at video games. Amiga Live. Okay. Is there something going on over there? All right, so we will do that. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out. It's been kind of lonesome during quarantine with my wife in the other room and me in the living room. So it's good to get online and be able to talk to see some people. So thanks everybody for jumping in. So we will stop the recording.